This is The Voice of Land on the Big Play Network with your hosts, Kevin Arnold and Jay Banky. We did get a comment in the break here on Twitter. At Pat Peeve says, terrible trade, darkest day in Browns history. And there's people that feel that way. There's a lot of people that feel that way. I was working at the time, and when kind of like news around the office area broke, everybody was it was stunned. It was speechless. And I was speechless. And then as it sunk in, I was like, it felt dark to me, like when it's supposed to be a big thing for the football team because they are making a move. And some people have described it as selling their soul to the devil to try to win a championship. I mean, the Browns, part of this move is going all in to try to win a championship with the players they already have, a window there, trying to get better quarterback play for this team to win in the football sense.
I mean, if they win a Super Bowl, are you going to feel – what is it going
to
feel
like? I don't know. I can't –
It's tainted now.
I know.
Remember how we would say if they won a Super Bowl, there'd be 10 million people downtown? It might be down to half of that right now.
Oh, there might be 10 million. It might be 5 million people celebrating and 5 million people protesting.
So.
It won't be the same.
No, it won't be the same.
Now, in terms of protesting, I know there was a picture of a woman outside of Kevin Stefanski's home. I understand protesting and everything like that. That kind of didn't sit right with me almost because now you're trying to get the families involved, and I feel bad for the families because
kids live there.
Yeah. We got to hear from these people. But, talking about winning a Super Bowl and how we would react, before this, I wouldn't have been able to tell you how I would react because we don't really experience that here, and that's not something we're going after. But, what would the jubilation be like? I wouldn't have been able to describe how I reacted to the Cavs championship before that happened because it just was
pure joy.
Pure joy, genuine emotion, and how it came out, it was going to come out. Now I can't describe how I'd feel if the Browns win a Super Bowl.
And you see Deshaun Watson holding up the MVP trophy it's a dirty trophy. It's kind of, it's very Houston Astros. Oh, God, did I say that? I'm sorry, guys. I apologize, but it would feel like it a lot.
I don't know. It would feel even worse. It honestly would feel even worse because, I know that I know the Astros cheated and, banging on the trash cans and stuff.
They cheated in a sport, which is wrong.
Right.
They didn't have 22 allegations against them
of
sexual assault.
Again, there's, you don't cringe when you start hearing jokes made like the Houston Asterix for that championship. I cringe when there's jokes made about this situation because there is no joking. Again, if people feel excited because the Browns, they feel like the Browns got better by getting Deshaun Watson, that's fine. Now, how long is he going to be suspended? How much are you going to have him? I guess that's why I don't think the team has announced it yet, but the supposed signing of Jacoby Brissett to come in as a 1 year, maybe, something where they felt like Brissett and Watson do a little bit more of what Stefanski really wanted to do, and they weren't seeing that from Baker, even in Baker's good years, then, that's fine, and they feel like they can get through whatever they feel like right now is going to be the suspension for Watson. They traded away Keenum. Brissett, I think, a little bit younger than Keenum, but still been around and been in the New England system. So, savvy veteran quarterback that, can get you through.
I like the move. I like Brissett, actually, as a backup.
Right. But I couldn't get, I responded yesterday saying, good move, I guess. I can't get excited about any of these rumors and these signings right now because it's not football that's driving my emotions.
Why do you think you keep seeing people want them to sign Jarvis so bad? They want the good feeling back because they feel dirty right now.
And I might get some good feeling back just because of how much Jarvis meant to not just the show, but to me. I think I tweeted a thank you out to him. But when he came here and did the whole bless him thing, I was assistant coaching high school soccer at the time. And jokingly one day at practice I did the bless him. But these, the team, high school girls at Wycliffe, they were watching the Browns too. And so they had heard about the bless him and they started using that. And it, kind of drove, it was just one of this unifying type things. So he meant more to me, not just as a football player, but off the field, like as an inspiration, a simple message of bless them. And it's not even grammatically correct by saying bless them instead of bless them. It just was a unifying sentiment that had so much underlying
when you have the character of Jarvis Landry, the show up and show out for his softball game I went to tells you everything. Like hundreds of people tailgating hours beforehand because they love Juice, man. I love rooting for people like him.
I know.
I don't like rooting for people like Deshaun Watson.
And I can't even tell you what I'm going to feel if they do sign him back, if he decides to come back here. And is he coming, is he...
I'm going to be excited.
Right.
That'll be the one signing that would really make me feel a little better, but I'd still feel dirty, but I'd just feel better because I love Jarvis.
Right. And again, I think you and I are both still at the standpoint of yes, we're still Browns fans, but it's very difficult. Those that have jumped off, it's not jumping off of a bandwagon. It is
standing up for what you believe in.
Standing up for what you believe in. Absolutely. And that brings me to what we wanted to kind of get to in this segment. It's the whole conversation around the NFL. The people that are telling others how to feel that they shouldn't be jumping off, saying that, hey, well, you rooted for Kareem Hunt, or in the NFL, this happens all the time. Guys get second chances. They've done terrible things, but, you're still going to give them the money. You're still going to watch. You just, it is what it is. You just have to let it go.
And for that argument right there, let me say, Kareem Hunt made one mistake on a drunken night.
And
that
still
he was
terrible.
Provoked, and it was terrible. But he made one mistake that I know of. He got in a fight with some guy, but who hasn't gotten a fight in their life? But other than that, and he's amended it, he admitted it, and he's done so much to make up for it, I guess. And sometimes people will learn from situations like that. And I believe Kareem Hunt has learned from that situation. But again, that was one.
We've seen actions to do that, and I'm looking for actions moving forward with Deshaun Watson. But there was also, once we got Kareem Hunt, there was kind of already a finality to that. The video was out there. The suspension was kind of known or just about known at that time when John Dorsey brought him in. And I questioned it at that time, but, kind of seeing him not just on the field, but in the community and working and living in the area that he was kind of from out in Lake County. He went to Willoughby South High School. He would come back and be around some of those areas and the job I was working at the time, and seeing him just kind of interact with people and kind of community outreach. I'm not saying Deshaun Watson can't do that, but we're still kind of in almost a purgatory element of where we're at with this Watson situation. And it's still 22 alleged cases of sexual assault with 22 civil lawsuits out there. And sometimes when these civil lawsuits get paid off, that kind of leads more to, the indication that you're guilty more than you're innocent. Not to make that assumption, but I'm sick and tired of the people that are saying that we just need to take it because it's the NFL. I was once told on this show that I couldn't, there was no point in me bringing up my issues with the NFL because no one listens. Everybody's going to pay for it. I know that, but it's not going to change. Just because it's been done for many years doesn't mean there shouldn't be a change. There should be more voices saying it. Just because maybe someone's not going to hear me, Kevin Arnold, talking about this and care and start a movement, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to start a conversation. Just because something was done in the past doesn't make it right. And it's not right what's going on in the NFL. Yes, people do deserve second chances, but to certain degrees. We're overlooking too much. We're just kind of taking a blind eye to too many things right now.
Well, one thing I want to clear up, just so we don't get any lawyers, emailing us. According to what I see here is there were 22 suits filed. Only 2 were claims of sexual assault.
Okay,
that's still too many. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I just don't want it to be, an issue for us. And it's the thing is.
So what are does it say what the other
ones that
because I wouldn't be the first one. Even if I get our show in trouble, I wouldn't be the first one that's indicating that.
Right. Right. Well,
I know it was a sexual misconduct.
Yeah, basically that he engaged in a pattern of lewd behavior.
Right.
So,
And like, it's
obviously
still
there's a
wrong.
problem. Yeah, it's still wrong. I just want to.
and there's a line of behavior there that is absolutely terrible, and we can't, just for football purposes and for sports.
Yeah.
I say that it's, don't let anyone ever tell you it's just a game. It's not. It's not just a game. We're passionate fans, and there's more that goes into it for us, but there's more that goes into sports than just what happens on the field or in the arena. There is life. These players are real people, and they make mistakes like any other human, and some of those mistakes deserve tougher consequences.
Well, here's the thing, and as a parent, yeah, I wish that more people in front office, not just NFL, college, high school coaches, would look at the players and say, is this person someone that I want my child to want to grow up to be?
Right?
They put winning ahead of everything way too much. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Winning is like everything to them, and winning's like, it's just not, dude. I don't. This is rough. I feel so bad for.
And I'm sorry to take on too much of the
ladies.
conversation. I want you guys to kind of get in on this too. Kind of after the break, I feel like we need to just kind of, do a little bit more after the break. We do have some comments coming in. Pat Peeve also tweeted out to us saying that his wife cried with the signing, and I think I even saw like our buddy Anthony Alford, him and his girlfriend. He said, like, anybody else having difficult conversations with their, significant others about this? Because I did, the difficult conversations about, are you still going to be a fan? Like, how do you feel about this? Because it's not just a football move. There's more that's coming with Deshaun Watson, and it's important to talk about those. He said that Pat Peace said there's no jokes or anything to say, would rather have Trevor Siemian, and also said, hell yes, brother, wholeheartedly agree. We also had, I don't know how to read that Twitter handle. I think it's @lovemy2BCs. I feel exactly the way these guys do. So there's people that agree and there's people that don't. And I understand. I'm not going to tell anybody how to feel. We're trying to express that.